What do we have here? One of the world's most talked about RC crawlers, the Traxxas TRX-4. However, this one is a little bit different. This is a new variation, the High Trail Edition. And in this video, I'm gonna show you what makes it different from the other TRX-4s that are already out there. We're gonna talk about some of the really cool features of a TRX-4. Of course, we're gonna take it out wheeling. Whoa, look at that beast. That, my friends, is a licensed Chevrolet Cheyenne K10. And man, look at all the chrome on this thing. We've got a chrome front bumper, chrome molded grille, chrome trim on the sides, chrome mirrors, chrome door handles, chrome around the windows, chrome wiper blades. Oh man, let's see what we got up back. Another chrome bumper, chrome on the tailgate, and then transparent red lenses. These light buckets are LED ready, so are the front light buckets. Look at the side markers on this. What a great looking body. But more importantly, there are no body clips. You see that? Nothing. This looks like a great scale model. I love that they ditched the body clips on this. It's just like the Bronco, where you pull the little tabs underneath the fenders here and you can pull up the body. That is absolutely awesome. So what do you think? That looks better than the classic Bronco? The Land Rover Defender? The Mercedes 6x6? How about the new Bronco? Let me know what you think about the K10 body in the comment section below. And of course, I'll have links in the video description for both. If you're an online shopper, please consider using them. It helps us here on the channel. It doesn't cost you any extra. Let's pop the body off because I gotta show you underneath this. It actually has an inner skeleton to it. There's those clips that hold it down to the inner fender wells, and there's the housings for the LED lights. Now, you could probably see it does have painted windows. However, on the black body, I think it looks really good with the blacked out windows. All right, let's check out the TRX-4 chassis. Now, at first glance, it looks like a TRX-4, doesn't it? We've got the metal frame rails, we've got inner fender wells, we've got floor pans, we got the battery mounted in the center, composite cross braces throughout, and of course, the electronics that we've seen on all the TRX-4s, the XL5HV 21-turn Titan 550 motor. There's your transmission shift servo, your differential shift servos, and your waterproof receiver case because you know you're gonna take this thing mudding. Now let's get right into the big changes in this, and you probably noticed it already. Check out the gap between the tires and the fender wells. This truck is lifted from the factory. We've got longer shocks on here. We've got longer links. And if you flip it over, you can see down below, we have an extension plate here on the skid, which helps relocate the geometry so this truck still works awesome in off-road conditions. And of course, it's got a ton of suspension articulation too. Let's test this out. TRX-4 tire, not bad. Max tire, looking good. X-Max tire, nice articulation. Max and TRX-4 tire. Now that is pretty awesome. The lifted suspension setup isn't the only thing new on the High Trail Edition. As you can see, it also comes with 2.2 wheels and tires. We have these beautiful chrome 8-hole mag wheels. I like how they've got the locker cap in the front, chrome cap in the rear. And then we have the Canyon 2.2 tires. These have foam inserts in them and they're nice, soft, and grippy. These are gonna be awesome on the rocks and tread mud, of course. So what does this all mean? Well, with the High Trail Edition, that means you've got ultimate clearance. You've got the portal axles, you've got the taller tires, you've got the lift kit on there, you've got awesome clearance in the front, awesome clearance in the rear. This setup is truly ready to go tackle some trails. The transmission, of course, has all metal gears, ball bearings, and same with the portal axles. Check those things out. We've got metal gears inside, ball bearings, universals in the front, steel axles in the rear. Just a really tough setup. And of course, with the included TQI radio system, we could shift all that from the transmitter. There's your 2-speed, and there's your differential lockers. Here's everything else that you get in the box. You get an instruction manual, some basic tools, decals, support guide, and then the only things you're gonna need is 4 AA batteries for the radio system, a charger, and a LiPo battery pack. 2 or 3S, we're of course gonna go right with the 3S pack. There's no doubt that the High Trail Edition looks absolutely sick. Now I just can't wait to see it perform. Let's head to the trail. Here it is, my first test spot, a creek bed at a local park. There's plenty of rocks here and lots of water. Look at this thing, just mobbing through all these rocks. I took the Defender here and it couldn't go through this smooth. Oh, it's deep. It is deep. But we're gonna get through it. There we go. Tires are a little slippery now. Yeah. That was so awesome. Here we go, guys, park number 2. This is a really cool spot. I've been here a bunch, but it looks like it's gonna rain soon, so I'm gonna get in as much trailing as I can. This stream has a lot of challenging rocks, pretty cool trails over there, and this creepy lean-to type of tent. I've never seen that here before. You need to see this rip up the hill. Tree spin. Yeah. Let's squeeze this thing through the gap here. Yeah, like butter. Nice. I'm like a kid. The water's just calling me. Look at this. Yeah, right through. I drove from the top of the hill and made it up. I'm impressed. So some of you know I built a lifted TRX-4 here on the channel. It was an awesome project, and you know what? This factory built edition handles just as good. I was really impressed with what this thing could do. The articulation is intense. It side hills incredibly, considering that it's over an inch higher than a regular TRX-4. It just handles really well. I mean, I got it really on its side before it finally rolled over. I only had to go and pick this thing up a couple of times out of all the trail driving I did with it. It's the high trail edition, so that's what I did. I went trailing. I went over just rocks and roots and up dirt hills and stuff, and this thing is a monster. I absolutely love the shifting transmission in high gear, which is faster than a walking pace, but then when I really needed it to crawl, just flipped it in low and I was good to go. I like the locking differentials as well, being able to pull tight corners when the diffs are open and then lock them up to rip up some hills. It was so cool. And then through the water, this thing is an animal. I absolutely love how it just blasted through the water over whatever was underneath. It just came out the other side ripping. It was so cool to watch. You know, the only thing with this truck, like other ready to runs, is the servo could be a bit better. You know, it stalled out a few times on me when I really needed to steer back out of something. But you know what? That's a quick and easy upgrade, and Traxxas has some cool options. And they have a ton of other options for this truck, so if you want to go and customize it, you could totally do that as well. You know, my only wish for this kit is I hope they come out with more bodies on the High Trail Edition chassis.